My name is Diana Johnston, and I have lived in the community my whole life. I'm a Vinton County person, and I have a loved one who has suffered with an opioid use situation and is now recovered. He's a very normal, down-to-earth, everyday guy, very sweet, very loving, a great dad, a fun person to be around, just a person that had a problem. One of the most difficult things was getting him the help that he needed. And when they're in that kind of a situation, it's hard for a person to even reach out because they are so miserable and so discontent with their life. They are absolutely miserable in the life that they're living, and they don't see a way out. But getting him the help that he needed was the most critical and the most difficult time to go through. It's really hard to say for sure, but I think a lot of people that are trying to recover or want to recover, they feel caught, like there's no way out, and they feel so sick that they continue to use just in order to try to feel normal, to be able to function normally every day. Most don't want to be in that. It's a vicious cycle. They don't want to be there. No one chooses that. My loved one's situation was he got hurt on the job and was put on some pretty heavy pain meds as a way of controlling it through the healing process. And by the time he went through that healing process, his body was hooked. And when he didn't get the medication, then he was so deathly ill that it was hard for him to even function as a normal person. And so he looked for things to fill that so he would be able to take care of his family, to be around his parents and be around, and to be a normal functioning adult. He didn't really ask for help because I think there's a lot of shame in admitting that you're having an issue. A lot of times people hide things, because they just want the problem to go away and they don't have any way to make it go away. So I actually was able to reach out to some people in the community and arrange for him to get some help. And then I drove him back and forth. And he was able to get into a wonderful rehab center. And I drove him back and forth on the weekends and did anything and everything I could to help him get out of that. It was a struggle at times, but oh my goodness, it's so worth it to have this person whole again. My favorite part, I think, was my loved one actually telling me that he woke up one morning and realized that he felt normal for the first time in several years because there was no chemicals in his body that was affecting how he felt, and he felt normal. And then he said he felt just so overjoyed and so happy to realize that he never had to go back down that road again. We've always been very, very close, and I think that's why he was so willing for me to be able to help him when I could. I really, really want people to understand that most of the people that are caught into this lifestyle, they don't want to be there. If they can get help to get out, they usually want to get that help. And sometimes they just don't feel that it's possible for them. Maybe someone else, and they don't have the loved ones around them. And people have a thought. They think that these people are all bad people, but they're not. I can remember even talking with some of the officials in the community where my loved one was concerned, and they told me over and over, he's not a bad person. He's a good person. Never given them any trouble. Never given them a reason to not want to help him. That he had always been completely polite and good. And I think that that's the way so many users are. They are good people who maybe have made a couple bad choices and now don't know how to get out of the situation they're in. I've seen it with my own eyes, someone who has a substance use disorder, and to come full circle and to be whole and normal and healthy and thriving. So I know that these people can come out of that. It's not a permanent situation if they just get the help they need. If you have someone in your family or your life that has this problem, don't give up on them. Try to hang in there with them. I know it's tough because I've been there, but ultimately it's worth it in the end.